made her eat her own feces, then cut her body in half. The Black Dahlia, also known as Elizabeth Short, was a 22-year-old newly rising artist in Hollywood in the 1940s. On January 9th of 1947, Elizabeth went on a brief trip to San Diego with a man named Robert Manley. This was a married man that she had been seeing. Robert said that after this trip, he dropped Elizabeth off at a hotel in Los Angeles. She allegedly was supposed to be meeting with one of her sisters. Workers at this hotel also said they seen Elizabeth in their hotel lobby using a telephone later that evening. A few hours later, she was witnessed at a cocktail lounge at 754 South Olive Street, and that was the last time Elizabeth was seen alive. 6 days later, in the early morning hours of January 15th, 1947, a mother and her young child was walking through Leimert Park in Los Angeles when they stumbled upon something they wish they hadn't. A young white female in two separate parts. The top of the female's private area was cut off, one of her breasts was severed off, and she also had a Glasgow smile carved into her face. If you don't know what that is, I will insert a picture here. The victim died from cerebral hemorrhage. In other words, a loss of blood. But the victim didn't just bleed out. She was completely drained of her blood, like intentionally. The way the victim was cut in half made police suspect that whoever did this was in the medical field, had some sort of surgical background. It was unlikely that a regular schmegular person would know how to drain the body of blood to the condition this body was in. I personally have seen the photos of the crime scene. You can easily find them on Google. I would suggest you not look at them, but if you do, that's your business. You have free will. News of Elizabeth's murder spread quickly throughout Hollywood like wildfire. One man stood out to police, a person who was allegedly having an affair with Elizabeth, Dr. George Hodel. They originally thought whoever did this to her was in the medical field, and hearing that he was allegedly sleeping around with Elizabeth and then he was a doctor, George Hodel seemed to fit the profile well. Get this though, years pass, right? A man comes forward to police by the name Steve Hodel, the son of George Hodel, and he tells them, yeah, my father killed Elizabeth. Just like that. His father had a box in the attic. When he opened this box, it contained females' items that he didn't recognize, like wondering why his father would have a box of female items. Then along with these items was a photo of a young woman that he recognized from being on TV, from being cut in half at a park. The victim that he had a photo of was the Black Dahlia, Elizabeth Short. George Hodel's son sent all of this stuff to a forensic analysis unit, and they said that these items most likely were Elizabeth's. Then Steve Hodel drops a bombshell. He says that Elizabeth was not his father's first victim. Oh, no. He says that his father is a serial killer.